Thanks for hanging with the Ron and Fez Show. Ron Bennington, Fez Watley with you.
Fez, playing around with a little dialect survey that we got from our friend Heckler. Jamie has a question for you. Jamie, you're on the Ron and Fez Show.
Hey, Jamie.
Guess we lost you. Here's Brad.
I pronounce it Jamai.
Brad, you're on Ron and Fez.
Buddies.
Hey, buddy.
I got, what about police?
I say...
Police and police.
Yeah, more people, if you notice, are saying police. The police came. The police came. I always said police.
The police department.
Yeah.
The police. I think if I'm putting it something on the end like police car,
yeah.
I hit the po. If I'm just saying it by itself, I hit the pa.
So say it the way you do it.
Police. And the police car. Policeman.
Yeah, you're saying them exactly the same.
I am?
I know. It may sound different to you. All right, come on over here, Fez, and say these three words. We got them both lined up here. It's M-A-R-Y, M-E-R-R-Y, and M-A-R-R-Y. Just say them real quick, each one.
Mary, Mary, Mary.
All right, you say them all. Let's bring, come on over here. Bring all the guys in. So you say Mary, Mary, Mary for all those.
Yeah, all three of those get the same Mary sound.
How would you say that?
Mary, Mary, and Mary.
Okay. Was he two different or three different?
I think he was only two different.
All right, come on and say these three things for us.
All right, Sid, you go next. All right, Mary, Mary, and Mary.
You say it the same as Fez. Let me check with J-Dubs.
Mary, Mary, and Mary.
You say, do it again.
Mary, Mary, and Mary.
So you say two different, but not the same two that Wonder Boy did. I say Mary, Murray, and Mary. So I always say Merry Christmas, which freaks some people out. But I'll say cherry the same way. But you have three different things, Mary, Murray, and Mary, and you say them all as...
Mary.
You say Mary, Mary, Mary.
Yeah.
No matter how it's spelled, you call it Mary.
The Virgin Mary, Merry Christmas, and Will You Marry Me? Yeah, they're all exactly the same. Boy, talk about lazy.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything if you add letters or even change a letter for Fez. Mary, Mary, Mary. Now, did you always know that?
No, I never knew that.
It's kind of interesting to do that. Let me check this out, though, because all three of the same are 56% of the country. I'm in the minority with three being different. And Dubs and I think it was Wonder Boy doing it different. One is 8% and the other is 15%. But you do not realize, and most of the time you don't even hear it differently with other people. Hey, Brian, you're on Ron and Fez.
Shake it up, shake it up.
Hey, shake it up.
Shake it up, shake it up.
Speaking of holidays, February 14th, how would you pronounce that?
What is that for you, Fez?
Valentine's Day.
You say Valentine. I think a lot of times they'll say Valentine's.
Can't stand it. Can't stand the M.
I don't know why it happens. It almost sounds really...
Drop the M.
Yeah, it sounds really immature, Valentine's. All right, Fez, the nut, P-E-C-A-N.
Pecan.
You say pecan, like it was a can that you kept somewhere because your toilet wasn't working.
Yes, pecan.
That's 17% of the country. Other people say pecan or pecan, and then there's pecan. So everybody goes way off on that one.
The fact that there's just so many different ways to go about it for people.
Let's face it, a nut you rarely eat. The real estate agent Fez, works as a R-E-A-L.
Real estate.
No, he's a realtor or...
Oh, realtor.
Yeah.
Realtor.
Yeah. A lot of people say realtor. I'll say that's my realtor. Yeah.
I think I take a syllable out of it.
Yeah.
Like R-I-L, ter.
All right, B-U-R-Y. How do you say that one?
Barry.
You are so self-conscious. You're the most self-conscious person I've ever met. You're trying to pronounce it rather than just say it.
I say berry like a raspberry.
Yeah. I say bury. And neither one of us is correct on that one. Bury. I'm going to bury it like it had two R's. Jay, you're on Ron and Fez. Oh, no, this is Chad first. Chad.
Hey, you can take one word, wash, and I'm from the Great Northwest, so we don't say wash, we say wash.
Wash.
So when I moved here, it is Washington.
But why do you guys say I'm going to do my wash now? It's just crazy to throw an R in there.
I have no idea. This is like pecan.
Thanks, man.
Pecan.
Herbie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
Ron.
Yeah, buddy.
I know why Fez pronounces Mary the same way.
Why?
Because they're homonyms.
Ah.
I pronounce that homonym.
I've always said hominin too. Jamie, you're on the air.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yes, I am, darling.
This is Jamie. My cell phone blew out before.
No problems, baby.
Nobody has said rodeo and rodeo.
Rodeo. Now, does that happen anywhere other than Rodeo Drive?
Nope.
And I'm guaranteeing you, I flat out guarantee you that used to be Rodeo Drive before they tried to make themselves into something better than they could.
I always heard, probably urban myth, that was Johnny Carson. That acting like, they were all fancy out shopping, that they would call it rodeo instead of rodeo, like Target instead of Target.
Yeah, I wish that one would go away, too. I have a feeling that wasn't Johnny Carson, but I'm not sure. I have a feeling that went on before then. Here's Alex, you're on Fez.
What about the word Tuesday?
Tuesday,
yeah.
Like TWOS Day.
Yeah. Like the Jamatuzak Tuesday. And it's...
we should have that.
Yeah. Kathleen, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ron. Hey, Fez.
Hey, darling.
Oh, hey. I pretty much pronounced everything wrong, but I still make fun of my husband's family because they're from up your way, Philadelphia, and they always say library instead of library.
I say library, too. I'm going to the library. I got a library card instead of, what is it, Fez?
Library.
Do you say it that way?
Yeah, I say library.
Or are you trying? Because I see you look up before you say a word. You look up and you try to do it well.
Yeah, it's sometimes I catch myself saying it that way, too, and then I'm like, oh, I'm so confused. What am I doing?
Baby, you're the cat's pajamas, no matter what you ever say.
All right, baby.
Is February like that? Do some people go February?
Yeah, some people do, and it drives me nuts.
I take the other R out of it. February.
I'd go just the opposite. I'd go quicker. February. February. I'll see you next February. Here's Kathy. You're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Kathy.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, sweetheart.
Hey, it's Jackie. They messed up my name.
Yeah, they're great.
No, that's just how they pronounce it.
Oh, I don't know. But that's funny. I was into Mira and Mirror.
Mirror, yeah.
See, I say Mira.
Mira.
Like Aunt Mira.
Yes.
I say, and it's actually probably a mirror, but I say.
Well, that's how it's spelled.
I say Mira. Here's Stephanie. You're on the air. How are you, darling?
Hi. Mine is more of a grammatical question. Do you say supposedly or supposably?
I think I say supposedly.
I say supposedly with a D.
Right. The E-D-L-Y is the correct part. People just make up supposedly.
It's true. And all you got to do is hear it as a kid, though. It's not like you're going out of your way to destroy a word.
It's like they took supposedly and added it with probably.
All right, what do you call the long sandwich, Fez, that has ham and cheese and different meats on it?
Hoagie.
You call that a hoagie? You grew up that way?
Yeah.
Wonderboy?
That's a sub.
Sub is done by 70% of the people. I'm shocked that you grew up saying hoagie, Fez, because that's real Philly stuff. And some Jersey.
I think because what we had was we had this place near our house where we always got them.
Yeah.
Where we got sandwiches. And I think they probably had that on the menu. There was only one place in town where we went.
I'll tell you this. To me, it's a huge difference between poor boy and all that, because I'll know what kind of food I'm getting. And I'm not real. If someone says, oh, I've got a grinder for you, I'm like, no, thanks. I'll wait till I get somewhere till they sell a hoagie, because that's what I want. I want it made by Philly Italian people.
How do you pronounce the word D-R-A-W?
Draw.
Draw.
Draw. A lot of people add an L to it, like we're going to draw. Like where I grew up, everyone would say we're going to draw pictures, and they would pronounce an L that isn't even there.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see that one. I never even noticed that though.
Yeah, I'm going to draw something.
Eric, you're on Fez.
What's up, guys? How about ask? A-S-K or A-X-E? Ask.
You will hear the word axe more and more all the time. It always seems, and now, you know, a lot of times people just saying it joking around until they actually do pick it up. McDonald's turning into McDonald's happened over my lifetime. Jim, you're on Ron and Fez.
Fellas, this is drum roll from last night. Hey, ice cream, sherbet or sherbet?
I would say sherbet.
Sherbet.
No R in it.
Yeah.
That's not stopping us.
All right. Bobo brought up chimney or chimley.
Chimney.
I say it incorrectly. Drives everyone crazy. I'll say a chimney.
With an L in there?
Yeah, with an L in there. And a B. There's a B in there, too. If you really pay attention to it, it's a chimney. And then people go, what are you talking about? You're making that word up, and I have no idea where I got it from.
Now I'm trying to even think of how it's spelled. Is it chimney or chimney?
It's chimney.
Okay.
Yeah. Mike, you're on Ron and Fez.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
Hey, you got to hear my wife say hamburger. She's from L.A. Hold on.
What do I say? Hamburger.
How do you say it?
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
No, I just say hamburger.
Now you say ham, you're putting the emphasis on the ham instead of the burger.
Hamburger.
All right. Now, here, try saying this one. I'm a bad girl. Spank me.
No, I'm not.
No, because you're the way I want to hear it in your accent.
No.
Yes. You got a funny accent.
No, I don't.
Yeah. I'm trying to pick up on it.
Okay, where am I from? Did he say that?
It sounds like you're from L.A.
That's true.
In that area, yeah.
That's true.
Now, how long have you been on the right coast?
10 years.
10 years. Is it odd for you to hear the way we talk?
No, not at all. I think we all speak very plainly.
Yeah, for you. Okay, thank you, hamburger.
We talk slowly around you.
Ta.
All right, ta.
Ta-ta.
She was cute as hell. Faith No More, you're on Ron and Fez show.
Hi, Ron and Fez. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, honey.
I'm from D.C. We say Larry in the Northwest. My cousins in Southeast D.C. say Larry for Larry.
I say Larry.
I say Larry.
And for Derek, they say Derek. We say Derek.
That's so weird.
Yeah, they're just in Southeast.
Isn't that great? I mean, there was always that thing of literally crossing a street in like New York in the 50s, 40s even, the Bronx accent, the Brooklyn accent, the Queens accent, Manhattan accent, all completely different. Now, in the times it's happening, that city has moved around a little more. But you have to think a lot of that dialect came because certain ethnic people were in each of those neighborhoods. But you can cross streets in New York, and people will talk completely different.
Very distinct boundaries there. Or I guess there was no interaction?
No, not at all. You're always trying to find a reason for this stuff. It's not so much a distinct boundaries. When ethnic people will say something that they're bringing from their old country, and that neighborhood will have that from their parents, from the street talk or whatever. It's just that there are more people there than like where you grew up. But if you go to different places, you can hear accents changing all the time. And now because people have moved around and also some popular culture, it makes accents change all the time. Here is Nate. Nate, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, Ron and Fez.
Yeah.
How about this one? You see this written in magazines and newspapers, and everybody says it, but I don't like it. When they say, try and do something, when it really is supposed to be try to do something. You don't try and win the game. You try to win the game.
You know, you're probably right, but I never hear anyone say to at all.
I know, you don't. I mean, I've seen it by scholars written, trying to do something.
Try and do something about it. If you're feeling so strong, try and do something about it.
How do we know that's grammatically incorrect?
Well, it doesn't make sense. Try and do it. I'm gonna try and buy a house.
You can't try and.
Right. Oh, you can't try and do the action.
Right, you're trying to do the action.
Right.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See it.
That one I'm keeping.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just that one's in my brain. I don't think that'll be one that's changing.
Oh, you're saying you won't? Oh, I thought you meant you were going to try it his way.
Oh, no, that one goes in the list with aunt.
Just something you'll never do.
Just not in my nature to change it.
Like you've made all these other huge changes in your life. Some of the stuff with just words, where people will say soda or pop. How did you grow up?
We said soda.
I always said soda, too. Midwest will say pop. Some people in the South will call all soda Coke.
Yeah, I was going to say we did that, too. Just about everything was a Coke.
But I think that's probably changed a lot because, you know, they were getting that, again, from old people who, like, I grew up in my family calling a refrigerator an icebox because of the grandparents calling it an icebox. And you're just, you know, you're growing up calling it an icebox. And then I would say it later, and people would go, icebox? You don't have a refrigerator? I'm like, well, yeah, the icebox, the refrigerator. Same difference. And they're going, no, an icebox is a box that you put ice in like you're poor.
We always called the vacuum cleaner the sweeper because that's what my grandmother did.
I called it a sweeper, too. But I got a lot of stuff from my grandparents like that because I would have, you know, a grandmother living with me, other grandmother over all the time, and you just pick up their words. All right, here's one for you, Fez. When you're outside, what's that thing that you hook the hose up to?
The spigot.
You say spigot like that.
Yeah.
Let me check with you, Wonder Boy.
That was a spigot.
I also called it a spigot. A lot of people call that the faucet, or they even say spigot differently, like
spigot.
Spigot, yeah.
Oh, I never heard that one. And we weren't allowed to touch that hose either.
All right, here's one. Only 30% of the country ever uses the word cruller at all. Do you know what a cruller is?
No.
Like a kind of a donut, a cruller.
Oh, never heard of it.
Never heard of it. 41% say I don't use it, but I know what it is. And 27% of the country says, I have no idea what a cruller is. Now, Wonder Boy, did you know that word?
Yeah, I do. Cruller. It's a pastry.
Yeah, you'll see it on some menus up north, but you won't see it all the way around the country.
I would have thought a cruller is some sort of crayfish or crawdad.
It's a
like a night crawler.
What would you call that?
That is a crawdad.
What did you call it when you grew up?
We didn't do fish.
It was, no, this is something that would be in the streams near you. Like you're a little kid and you're out playing in the creek.
Oh, yeah, I just would have called it fish.
I called it a crawfish. Other people call that same thing a crayfish.
Yeah. Yeah, we went crawdads.
You were down south. Have you ever had a crawdad? And now I haven't even seen one since I was 8. I don't understand how you would even run across that thing to see it. It's like a bug, really. It's like a water bug. All right, if it's the word that runs parallel, small road that runs parallel to the highway, Fez, what is that?
Service road.
Service road. 30% of the country calls it that. You too, Wonder Boy?
Yeah, service road.
29% calls it a frontage road. 17% calls it the access road. And 2% will call it either the gateway or the feeder road.
All right, I've never heard of gateway or feeder. I've seen signs for frontage road and assumed that was the name of the road. I never thought that was a term. I thought it was a name.
That's why you're always getting lost.
I live on frontage road.
Do you say coleslaw or slaw?
Slaw.
The word slaw actually grosses me out. Only 38% of the country calls that slaw. I don't know whether, to me, slaw is too close to slop. Here's Chris, you're on Ron and Fez.
Well, my word is actually a word that Ron's been using quite a bit tonight. Is it huge, or as Ron says, huge?
I always say huge, and people call me on that all the time. There's no H in my huge.
Huge. Yeah, I use an H.
You barely used an H there, though.
Huge.
See, you don't know how you talk. Wonder Boy, how do you say the word?
It's huge.
You say it with a U.
Huge, yeah.
Yeah. So I think mine is a Philly thing, too, to say huge. Wonder Boy's from Jersey, but North Jersey, right?
Yeah, much closer to the city.
Yeah.
To New York.
There's a really interesting one. When you say the city, what are you talking about?
I'm talking about New York. Yeah, New York City.
But, I mean, in this country, almost 70% of the people call New York City the city. If you say, what's the city, they will say New York City. I think Boston was second, Chicago was third, and there was just only, like, percentage points there. The odd thing about New York City is people in Brooklyn or Queens or the Bronx, which is part of New York City, when they say I'm going to the city, They mean Manhattan.
Oh, right, yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break here. 866-277-4969. We'll be right back. It's the Ron and Fez Show.